Hey guys, just wanted to share with you today part one of this social media training. A lot of this was taken from Summit, and so some of you who are at Summit, if you were there for the session with Janelle Summers, it was at the general session. You should have been there if you were at Summit. You've heard some of this, but I think all of it is worth repeating, and I think it's worth the training on it. So it was something that I needed to hear again, and I think it's something all of us can continue to hear. So this is just part one. I'm going to break it up into a couple parts just to make the videos easier to watch, and you can cut them up and watch them in pieces. And so this first piece that I'm going to talk about is Facebook and your personal page. I know a lot of you guys, when you first start out as coaches, it's easy to just want to start a like page and put everything on there because you are maybe not so sure what your friends are going to think about your posts, and you diving in as a coach and all of that. And even some of us veteran coaches, we worry about what people think, and we, try to avoid some things on our personal page. But I'm here to tell you, you can majorly grow your business through your personal page alone. So that's what I want to dive in on part one. First of all, your profile picture. Let's talk about that. It's really important to have a profile picture of you. It needs to be you, and it needs to be you with the best thing you can wear, a smile. So you need to make sure that you have a good profile picture. It does not have to be a professional picture, although that is something that we'll talk about a little bit. But just a picture of you smiling. I know it's really fun to have cute pictures of your kids and, other things on your profile pictures, but this is something that people are going to look at and they want to see your face. And especially if you're trying to make new contacts, which we are, if you see someone's profile picture and it's a cat and you don't know them, are you going to be very apt to look at their page or know who they are? I know like in some of the groups I'm in, I see some people's profile pictures and I'm like, what is that? I can't even see what it is. And you click on it because it's so tiny and oh, that's what it is, and okay, you don't want that. You want people to have that first impression of you and your beautiful smile, your beautiful face. You want to be friendly and open and engaging just by your picture. So that's step one. You need a good, happy, engaging, happy profile picture. So that's step one. Step two is your cover banner, your cover photo on your page. It needs to be clean, not too jumbled. Again, it needs to have a picture of you looking happy. You can have your family on it. I know with mine before, I've changed it up and had like pictures of, family, fitness, faith. That's kind of the things that I do. So that's what I had on mine. Right now, I think I just have a picture of me working out or something like that. So just make it about you, but make it interesting, but make it clean and not so jumbled. And look at some of the top coaches. Look at their cover pictures. Look at some of the coaches on our team. Look at Rachel Woods. Look at the top coach, Melanie Mitro's page on her cover banner. I think Chelsea Pearson is another one that would be good to look at. Look at Shalene Johnson, Janelle Summers. Those are just a few that you can look up to kind of get some ideas. And a good idea is to have, and we'll talk about this on the like page as well, but if you do have a like page, you can write something on there like mine. If you go look up Ashley Letchworth, you'll see on my cover banner, cover photo, whatever you want to call it, it says click here for my like page. And so when you click on it, I have posted in the description of the picture, because you can't actually make the picture a link. Some people get confused with that. Just because it says click on it, it's not going to take you directly to my like page. But when you click the picture pops up, and then the description's there with a link to my Facebook page. So that's something I think that's really important, to be able to link people to different places, because people are visual. They see pictures, and that's what's going to link them to your page. So when you post, You want to have meaningful posts throughout the day. And I know that's scary for some of you, thinking like throughout the day, like how many times do I need to post? About 3 times a day, up to 5. Lately, I've done a little more than 5 sometimes, but this past month I've really evaluated, and it helped me because people are seeing my stuff more because I'm posting more. But if you haven't posted in a while, or you're kind of just starting out and you're not really used to posting on Facebook, 3 times a day is great. 9 a.m., noon, 9 p.m. If that is easy in your brain, or first thing when you wake up in the morning, do a post, lunchtime, and before bedtime, or after your kids go to bed, or whenever's the best time for you. And don't think like, well, shoot, I missed my window of opportunity. Forget it. I'm not going to post. Don't do that. Just post. So make sure that you're posting, and make sure it's positive. Make sure it's engaging. And we'll kind of get into that more on the next steps. Don't post and run. I've been guilty of this, and it's hard to every single time you post be right there, but just wait a couple minutes after you post to see if anyone has commented or liked, and give some comments back. Facebook has now where you can hit the reply, and it goes like underneath their comment where you can write. Even if it's a thanks or whatever, just give credit on there for the person that is commenting to you and taking their time out to comment on your picture. Even if it's a coach, another coach that's just supporting you on your page. Sometimes, a lot of times I try to go in there and post on my coach's pages and personal page and like pages, and put a comment, because every time something gets a comment, it goes back to the top of the news feed, as we all know. And that boosts your affinity for Facebook. And so if you're commenting back as soon as you've done your, post, and someone commented, and then you're commenting back, Facebook is like, okay, this is an interesting post. I'm going to keep it in the news feed a little bit longer. So stay around a few minutes. I know Chalene Johnson kind of has a rule of thumb that she tries to be available for 15 minutes after she posts. And then after that, she might come back and comment later, or not at all. But I think at the level she's at, she's okay with not commenting at all. I think we should go back and make sure we really at least like the comments that people have given us, but give feedback, because people want that. If they're taking the time to write something to you, I think it's really important that you go back and give them that credit, give them that value in their life, that they feel needed and loved. And even just with a comment, it sounds silly, but we all like getting that little notification that says, oh, somebody wrote me back. They recognized that I wrote them. So give credit where credit's due. So we went over a post 3 times a day at least. Involve people in your post. Don't just post. I see so many times, and I don't know about you guys, but I think it gets boring sometimes on Facebook when you're running through and people are just posting to post, and there's nothing needed for feedback. You're just like reading stuff. It's not anything interesting, and it's not anything of value. So make sure when you're posting, you think about it before you post. Don't just say, I got to get 3 in, so I did laundry today. Nobody cares. Maybe you have a funny story about you did laundry and you found a spider in your pile of laundry, and I don't know. Just something. Make it interesting. Make it funny. Make it helpful. Make it engaging. Ask questions. Ask opinions. Oh my goodness. And be ready when you ask an opinion, because people love, 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 love to give their opinion, and they want to give it because theirs is the best. And we all feel that way. We want to give our opinions to people. So even if it's not fitness related, especially when you're first starting out as a coach, if you are not already into fitness and wellness, and you start posting and saying, I got my workout in today, did you? And none of your friends work out, are you going to get comments? No, you're going to get crickets. And then you're going to tell your upline coach, I'm getting crickets. I'm posting about my workout and asking people if they worked out, and nobody's answering me. Well, because nobody's working out. Like, you can post about your workout, but don't ask them if they're working out. So think of your audience. Make sure that that's in the back of your mind, well, in front of your mind when you're doing your post. And think about it before you post. Just take a few minutes, look over your post, and think, before I was a coach, would I think this post is interesting? Would I think that this post added value to my life? Would I think that this post is boring, yawn, passing on, scrolling, see you later? Does it look spammy? Ooh, I hate spam stuff, guys. I am so over seeing pictures of stock photos, and we've got to do a good job at being ourselves because people want to connect with us. So when we post something about a challenge group or whatever, make it about you. You are the coach, not Adam Calabrese, not Chalene Johnson, not Tony Horton. They want those programs, but they want you as their coach, or you want them to want you as their coach. So make sure you're engaging with photos that are about you, photos that are your food, the original content that you have made, and make them eye-catching. Make your pictures eye-catching. Use apps that are free. There's some that are free. There's some that's like $1.99. Invest in your business for $2, guys. It's not a big deal. Take the whatever it's called, watermark off. It costs like $1 on Photofy to get rid of the thing that says Photofy. Take it off. Like, pay the money to do it. It's like $1. Like, invest. It's a tax write-off. It's $1. And put your own, like, logo up there if you have one, or website, or whatever, your Facebook page address, or your team name. Just make them original. Make them look interesting and eye-catching. Bright colors are really important. Changing the filters. There's so many apps like Photofy and WordSwag and Rona, and I could go on and on. PhotoGrid. All of those, and there's so many more, and so we can comment in this thread too and see if anyone wants to add any more comments about maybe different apps that you like to use. A Beautiful Mess, that's another one, that make pictures look good, and don't spend like a million hours on them, but make them look like interesting, and people would want to actually stop in the newsfeed and look at it, because how many times do you just keep scrolling? Like, you got to make it eye-catching, because we only have a couple seconds as people are scrolling through to catch their attention. So basically, another good idea to make posts interesting, like I said, ask questions, ask opinions, ask polls, put polls up there, like, would you rather A, B, or C? Think of different things. I know I put up the other day something about, would you rather, have a beach house or have your own pool in your backyard? Just something that's going to get people to ask or see, enter your own answer. Sorry, I'm not thinking very clearly right now, but those are ideas. So think of things like that to post. So there's always something to post, and keep an idea bank. I think this is really important. On your phone, wherever, write it down on pen and paper, but have a place where when you have a thought about, this is going to be an awesome post, I need to remember that. Don't count on your brain. It's not going to help you, I promise. You might remember it later, but write it down, guys. Write it down. It's going to help you so much more in the long run if you have it written down. So those are my tips for today, for part 1 of the social media training. Tune in to part 2. We're going to talk about like pages and dive into that a little bit more. So I hope that tongue-tied. I hope that this helped you all, and I hope, if you guys have any questions, that you'll reach out to me or your upline as you watch this, and let's just make it a great week. Talk to y'all later.